Hello, everybody. I'll be talking about Singapore's hawker food culture, and it's a tradition under new pressures. My name is Chad. I just want to let you know that Singapore's hawker food culture. I have a few articles about Singapore's hawker food culture. It focuses on more of the traditional side, and then I will uh kind of connect it with some of the second trends and with like Singapore that are coming up. And in both articles, I'll explain like both the internal and the external pressures of the food culture and how it is evolving and how it can evolve today. So the first article I looked at was the Micah was by Micah Cotton, and it was called Singapore Street Food Hawker Culture, and it focused on the traditional foundation of the hawker culture. It described the hawker centers as open um, to people from all walks of life, to share tables and meals. The food does reflect a lot of Singapore's multicultural background from like Chinese, Arab, Malay, Indian, and Indonesian. And the author also talked about how neighborhoods like Kamong Glam um, showed their food, history, and community life, and it was all connected within that hawker center. And overall, the hawker center is a very traditional way in the way like Singaporeans are able to dine and also kind of express their culture, especially express their food culture, and also show how it has been influenced by many other countries and nations and people who come through the country. In the second article, we'll look at a bit of food trends within like Singapore, and how it's from Restaworks, and it shows like the shift that's kind of happening within Singapore right now. And it's explaining that um, often because of like busy work, it explains how it has become convenient because people are busy with work schedules and have fast-paced lifestyles. There's also been a rise in more like casual dining with more Singaporeans, or and then also trying to become a lot more health conscious, because eating health at the time is always typically the healthiest, and also they're caring a lot more about sustainability as you don't want to have tons of people eating and wasting a lot of stuff. um and then also affects how it is, you know being like not necessarily pressurized, but how external or international cultures are also affecting um the food trends and also affecting the way like Singaporeans eat, and the way they eat, what they eat, and also not just the way they eat, what they eat. um and then it's also going to talk about like the advancement of digital like menus, social media, and also how that's playing a big role into the huge popularity into hawker centers within Singapore. Um, from and on the uh external internal pressures, it shows how we can see how several internal pressures are coming from within Singapore, how they're having their fast-paced lifestyle and oftentimes having to eat out many times a week. And they're also expected to offer a lot of like higher quality food, and also some hawker center places are supposed to have delivery, and also how a lot of more Singaporeans becoming a lot more eco and health conscious. Um, and some people will have their opinions on like what those hawker centers should do. And also a lot of people who are a lot more tech savvy probably want more contactless payments, online reviews, um, more online marketing, and kind of evolving the hawker centers to more of the digital marketplace. The external pressures um, is mostly from the this from the articles, or just um, how they're coming from the outside of Singapore. A major factor is a lot of tourism, and how Singapore is putting itself as like a huge major food destination. And the hawker centers are trying to adjust their menus and prices to appeal to a lot of foreigners who are coming within and who are coming within the country, and also to adapt them to global trends. And then also just having like a worldwide delivery platforms, Hawker Center as one of the Hawker stalls, become Michelin starred restaurant, um, or Michelin starred dining locations. So that also has kind of appealed and put a lot more pressure within Singapore's hawker centers, and also a lot of the stalls that exist within those hawker centers. To kind of to conclude, the articles are very deeply rooted in how hawker culture is extremely deeply rooted and very multi-centric within Singapore, and also into the communities as well, because different communities have different hawker centers which they go to. Um, and then in the Rustworks article, it shows how the dining habits and expectations are definitely shifting, and especially adapting more to the lifestyles of Singaporeans, as well as like their health values and also the technology that is being implemented within the hawker centers. And then also with a lot more external pressures such as tourism and with Singapore's food scene. The main challenge moving forward is kind of finding a balance in how they can keep that and traditionality of the hawker center culture while also adapting it to the new age with more healthier food, a lot more eco-friendly, and a lot more tech savvy. And also to appeal to more modern expectations. All right, thank you.